Where is the Knicks Freestyle intro? Knicks Freestyle, Knicks Freestyle. I'm looking for the Knicks Freestyle intro. Them. Yo, party people on the place to be. What's good? It's the number one Chief Rock Knicks Universe, main man, Uncle Freezy. I am joined by the star, the creator, the producer, the host, Free Key.
What up, Freezy? What up, good people? What up, good people?
Yo, man, we chilling, boss.
Glad to be black. Glad to be black in front of y'all.
Them every day, every day, and loving it
every day.
Yo, man, it's been a minute, bro. This space. Shout out to my man, GI, who unfortunately couldn't make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out
to GI. But yeah, man, how you doing, brother?
You know, I'm surviving. We're outside. Knicks is beating legitimate teams fully healthy. You know what I'm saying? We outside because you know what? I know they practicing right now, so I gotta be outside.
Bim.
That's it.
Bim.
Yeah, outside.
Bro.
Yeah, outside.
Man, this trade deadline is right around the corner, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I feel like the team may be in a decent place, maybe, but we definitely need some help, right? I think the pieces are okay, but we definitely need some help. How you feeling? What's your stance? What's your stance on where we at, and what you think we should do?
What I would like to do in a perfect world is get rid of the cats that we're not going to use and at least get some dudes that Tibbs is going to use and bolster the second unit. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really see any big moves happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? Any big earth-shaking moves happening during this by this trade deadline. The playing kind of like messes up that game a little bit.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of teams right now who would have been on the cusp making the decision whether, like, you know what, maybe we should just blow this up. You know what I'm saying? Now you got those same fringe teams like well, you know, we could stick it out and try to make the play. So those deals for the bigger cats ain't gonna happen right now. They're gonna hold on to them and wait until the. I feel like the best we can do is find some more size for our second unit,
Right.
or and wait for the off season for that big move. But I feel like that's you know what I'm saying. That's really what's possible now. I'm not even. I wouldn't be mad at nothing being
Okay. Okay. I think I might be
done.
okay. Respect. Respect. Okay.
You got perspective. Look
Okay.
at what we got. Is to me like cats I like yo IQ is showing out. IQ let Grimes grow a little bit more. Like we I don't know. And like last night's win to me was the biggest win of the season so far. And the reason being, you know, there was a lot of excuses about like why we beat them. You know what I'm saying? That the last time Jared Allen wasn't there, this, that, and the other. I'm gonna tell you, going into this game, I really thought like I was like, all I was hoping to see was some fight. But what I saw was Cat stepped up. I heart did his best Mitch impression. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I saw a team that could get it done. And what that says to me is like, all right, cool. In the face of no like big deal getting done,
Okay.
let these cats run it out. Let's
Right.
see.
Okay.
And we didn't even have Mitch.
And we didn't even have Mitch. Right.
That's what scared me the most. I was like, oh, Jarrison, and we don't have Mitch. Uh,
Right.
uh.
Right. Nah. Nah. Ain't. Yeah. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. Um. I'm gonna say this, man. To what you were saying about that game last night. I don't think there have been games where we've done the complete opposite. Like we've asked, like your request for last night, like just go out and fight, right? And it's like like I think that should be the standard. Like, yo, just go out here and show some fight, man. Just be competitive on a night to night basis. So there have been games where we maybe have not done that consistently, and I'm not knocking the team, bro. I'm Mr. Positive. And I know sometimes, we will talk about it, like we'll bring up a topic and beat it to death, and then people's perception of the way we talk about the topic is that we might be negative, like because we drill down on it and get into like that empty space that people deem might be negative just because we talk about it like for 3 straight hours back to back, no break. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it might seem like we negative, but we not really. It has something. It has more to do with Knicks fans not understanding what etiquette is and not understanding how conversations should go because they're passionate and less about us being negative by a specific topic. So when we talk about like what we should do coming up, you know what I'm saying? Like for instance, free keep. I think we are going to make a move, and I think it's going to be a big move, right? Do I want a big move? I can't hear you.
Who?
OG
That's
Ananobi.
a good. I'd love a big move. Who do you see? Who do you see being able
OG
to be shape?
Ananobi.
You think we can? I mean, I saw the reports that supposedly makes us one of the teams interested, but like, I don't know, like hmm, I like it. I like it. I like it.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing with OG Ananobi, right? Here's the thing with OG Ananobi. This front office doesn't really tip their hand about interest unless they're all the way in 10 toes down, right? You know that. You've been watching them for 3 years. If they have passing interest down, we we. But if you read an article or something like that with the Knicks, where there's smoke, there's fire, basically. Now, with that said, I'm not saying that the Knicks are aggressively Now, mind you, think about the way I worded it, right? The Knicks have interest 10 toes down in OG Anunoby, right? I never said the Knicks are hot and heavy after OG Anunoby. You know what I'm saying? They're going to chase him. You know what I'm saying? Like the Knicks are thirsty for OG. I'm saying there's interest. The Knicks have the criteria to maybe go get him. I think it's one of them deals where if the price is right, they'll do it. Right?
I think so. I think so. Now, what kind of deal do you see being done for OG? A reasonable deal.
Um. Well,
What would you give up for OG?
well, for one, I'm gonna give you the deal on my terms. I'm not gonna give them on your terms because the deal on your terms is what you think. So I'm gonna tell you what I think. You okay with that?
That's what I asked for.
Okay, all right. So my thing is I think they're gonna try to use Obi and Cam and maybe quickly to get OG Anunoby because they value the draft picks more than they draft value those young players. So I think it's going to be some combination of that, right? If they can't do, if they don't, I'm gonna say this: if they don't pull off the Grayson Allen thing within the next few days, the next week, I definitely think they're all in for OG Anunoby.
The Grayson Allen Jr. Um, OG, but I wouldn't go. I'd go Obi Cam. I think Obi Cam in a pick.
What's the third piece then?
Obi Cam in a pick,
See, that's where you and I, that's where
or
you
a
and I part
couple.
ways on it because I think the front office value these draft picks too much.
Nah, no. I
I
think
think they
like
would
I
rather.
think certain one of the protected joints. I'm telling you, the protected joints they would flip. Not no 2023 joint. Yeah, if it's one of those, you only get one.
Right, right. Nah,
You only get one.
and I'm with you in terms of the value of the picks and all of that stuff. I'm with you in terms of the value, right? Where I am with it is let me address the super chat real quick. Nev the disruptor, thank you for the generous contribution. And Nev, I got your email, Nev, and I read it. Right, I got to talk to you about it. What I would rather do though, Nev, is instead of us talking about it on the phone, I'd rather for you and I to turn the mics on and share that conversation with Knicks Universe. So I'll probably give you. I was going to give you a call before this, but then Hoodie Cav called me and started talking about Denzel Washington.
Mm, that's an interesting lineup.
Yeah, but Nev says this coach needs to go with a big lineup with Sims or Ihart, Julius, Obi, RJ, and Brunson.
That's
Nev,
a
you bugging. Obi at the three. Nev, come on, man.
Obi at the three.
Obi at the three. Obi at the three. Stop.
Mm. I
Paris
mean,
Tucker, thank you
he
for the
got a Jimmy, but
yeah. So Paris Tucker, thank you for the generous contribution. Um, Paris Tucker says OG is a fatty and out of shape turned in. Pass on OG. Well, yeah,
yo,
I think I might be. I think I might be with you. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro.
mm, what do you think about? I'll throw this one in the mix because this is somebody because I just watch him come back and I'm kind of liking him. Jonathan Isaac.
Bro, you know that's my heartstring. Stop trying to do that to me, man. You know that's my heartstring.
Yo, I would scoop him right now, like on some like he's just I'd make a package for Isaac.
Right, right. And then I don't know if people know this or not, but if you recognize this, I don't care about your false or your happenings. I'm from the Bronx, New York. Things happen.
Happen.
And if you know what that is, that's when a big fat light skinned dude like myself used to do like this dance. You know what I'm saying? He from the Bronx, New York. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? You know what I'm saying? But that's where Jonathan Isaac from. He from the Bronx, New York. So you grew up in the city, so it's not like there's some type of mental adjustment to be made. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things where it's like come right in, fit right in to a
You know what
culture.
it would have been? Yeah. You know
Yep,
what it is out here.
yep. Yo, come here, come off the bench, not because you're a bench player, right? But because we know you're coming back from injury, we don't want to rush you back. Whenever you're ready, we'll look at starting you. You know what I'm saying? Increase your minutes. You know what I'm saying? Ease you in, and you'll be a part of the future of New York Knicks basketball. Right
Yo,
now,
they,
mind
they,
you,
they, they played this man for 10 minutes. He had a 10-minute restriction. He scored 12 points in 4
right,
years.
right,
Yo, like, yeah.
bro.
I'm definitely. I would love to. I would love to, like on some sleeper cell move. That would be a great. I'd love to see a front office if they did that.
Yeah, man. The front office. I think where sometimes I think we get like a trying to figure out what the front office is trying to do is like they don't tip their hand, they don't speak publicly, right? So sometimes we get in this mode where we feel like they ain't doing nothing because they ain't talking, and I get in that too. Nev the Disruptor, thank you for the generous contribution. Nev says Julius can play the three. This coach needs to maximize his players, and we can discuss tonight. Man, listen, let me tell y'all something, man.
Randall can't. Randall playing the three about just as well as Obi playing the three. Like
Right,
no.
right. That's like saying, yo, Giannis is a freak athlete. They call him the Greek freak. Why not put Giannis at the two? Stop
Like
it.
no,
Stop it,
stop
man.
it,
Stop
stop it
it.
right
Stop
now.
it, man. Let the man thrive at the position he playing, and the dude that ain't doing nothing make the adjustments. Why you gonna adjust? Why you gonna make the dude that's thriving change positions for a dude that ain't
Some
thriving?
some cat out there giving you 30 points a game in the position he's in. You don't move him.
You don't move him. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Cole Mega's in the building. Almighty Finesse, what's good, man? We missed you the other night, man. Almighty Finesse just dipped out. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So free Keith, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. It's one of them things where I feel like the front now, mind you, I've been telling you since September that I'm apathetic about this season, right? Remember that? Yo, we didn't get Spider. I don't care what happened. Whatever direction they go in, it happens, it happens. I've been saying that since then, right? And I've said it about once a week on the channel to make sure everybody understand my stance, right? But but so I got a pit bull that loved every. He don't say a word until I get on the. As soon as he see the green light, he want to get on the camera. Benny, would you shut up?
He want to be a star.
Yeah, man. Yeah. He. But yeah, man. So my thing is regardless what direction they go in, bro. I'm cool with it because for the most part, I'm just waiting on the summertime. Right, not saying that I'm not
Yo,
gonna go to games and all that stuff, but I'm a root for them.
dude, I'm there with you. Like to me, I'm like, yo, I like what we got, and we got draft assets. I know something is gonna happen. Like I just know it's not. I feel like it's not gonna happen now. I'm fine enough watching these dudes go as far as they can go,
Right,
and then watching something happen.
right, right. Yep.
Salute.
Jay Busby in the building. He said Benny said Juju stays at the 4. Yeah, Benny here
Yes,
barking at Nev.
it's ridiculous. Like, oh, you rocking out at the 4. Let me go ahead and put you at the 3. Like, no,
Right, right.
no.
Yeah, and it's no disrespect to people's opinions. Reasonable minds can disagree. Reasonable minds disagree all the time. It's the reason why we got 24-hour news cycles because smart people disagree all the time, right? So it's not like I'm saying that with Nev is. I'm not saying Nev is crazy. I'm saying Nev, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You my man's. Come
Yeah,
on, bro.
I don't think we find success that way.
Nah, nah. And then plus two, I think the Knicks are gonna make the move. I would be very surprised if they don't do a big move. Free Keith, you know this front office makes a move every January and every draft day. Since they've been here. They've made a move every January and every draft day. This is what they do. This is a active front office, right? This is an active front office.
Agreed.
Right. We got Derrick Rose in February. Remember that? Remember we talked about that? We got Derrick Rose. We traded Austin Rivers. We traded Iggy Brasdakis. We traded for Denzel Valentine. We traded for Solomon Hill and Cam Reddish. We traded Kevin Knox. You know what I'm saying? Over the past 2 seasons.
I just knew Iggy was going to be. I just knew Iggy was going to blow.
Yeah. And so Nev says Paul George plays the 1. Coaches do this every night. Plus, we are just above 500 team. We need to try other things. No.
We just need to get healthy. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
And Paul George playing the 1 and Paul George being a 1 are 2 different things.
2 different things. Because he would play the 1 periodically. Like, right. Man, that's not even. Yeah.
And Paul George can play the 1 because another dude at his position is also a Hall of Famer in Kawhi Leonard. So if you move Paul George away from the wing spot, you still have Kawhi Leonard. If you move Julius Randle away from the power forward, you don't have a Giannis there. You got a dude that you just want to see play, right? That's it. The Obi thing, I think, is just out of hand at this point. You know, we begging for Obi and Cam to play and all that stuff. I'm rooting for Obi and Cam to both play, but at the same time, they got to show us something. They got to show us something. It's like when Free Keith and GI allow me to be on Knicks Freestyle. They up here. I got to bring something to the table. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo,
damn right.
Yeah. You can't just be on Knicks Freestyle if you know coming in for a soft landing. There's plenty of shows for that. You could just sit. It'd be panels with 9 people on it. Everybody coming in for a soft landing. Yo, you right, man. Yeah, you right. I agree. You know what I'm saying? Nah, this ain't it. So that's why, you know, you got to show something. Yeah, man. Yeah. So you think they're going to be aggressive with the tertiary moves? Is that what you're?
I don't even know if they're going to be aggressive with it, but those are the only moves I see. Okay. That's like yeah, like if they make a power move and scoop an OG, boy, okay. I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad.
I'm not mad at all. And to be quite honest, I think they think this team can. I think they're going to go for it with this team. Because
go for what?
The deep playoff run.
Okay, yeah.
I think they're going to go for it, right? And by going for it, you know, Jalen Brunson needs help in the backcourt playmaking. I'm not saying that Jalen Brunson is a bad player. I'm saying that Jalen Brunson needs help. You know what I'm saying? So I think they'll probably go out and get another guard. I don't think they think Quickly is maybe that guy. Their relationship with Emmanuel Quickly is up and down, kind of like a comfort. I think Quickly is going to be Amon Shumperted.
No,
if that makes sense.
No, I think Tibbs likes IQ in the position that IQ is in.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I think Tibbs likes IQ in the position that IQ is in.
But IQ doesn't like the position that IQ is in.
How you know that?
Bro, do you see IQ's numbers?
I feel you. But he does what's called of him. He does what's called of him. Yeah, I'm not saying he couldn't be. I'm not saying he couldn't be there. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that, like, it's obvious he's comfortable with how Tibbs uses him, and Tibbs uses him in that way. And I think like that's why he's going to be there.
Okay. Okay. So Paris Douglas, thank you for the generous contribution. Paris Douglas says, "I'm sorry, but we using draft cap to clear cap for free agency. Kuzma, then Donovan at trade down the deadline next year, and AD finishing piece. Big pick. Hey, bro. Hey, Paris Douglas. I'm not saying that I disagree with you, right? I'm not saying that I disagree with you. What I'm saying, like my opinion is my personal opinion is so what I don't care about this season, right? I don't because after they missed out on Donovan Mitchell, like I was telling Free Keith about 10 minutes ago, after they missed out on Donovan Mitchell during the summer, I'm apathetic to it. I don't care. Right. But what I'm saying is what I think they are thinking though, if because my opinion is like whatever, I'm passe, right? But I think they are thinking differently. I think they are thinking this team is a couple of pieces away from making noise in the playoffs. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think that
That's
yes,
what
I
I
do
think
think
they
that
are
that's what
thinking.
they're thinking.
I think that's their mindset, not mine. That for those reasons, I said what I said, not based off of, you know what I'm saying, my fandom and what I want this team to do. So I mean, I agree with you. I could see the Knicks doing this, right? But at the same time, we are talking about this front office and they move differently. They move like for me, like with me, I move like smoke, right? I move like smoke in the air. I move like that. Them, they move deliberately. You know what I'm saying? They move deliberate. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, I could be nebulous based on the thing. I know that because I know who I am as a person and a Knicks fan. You know what I'm saying? I know who I am as a person, right? And I know I could be patient. I know I could be apathetic at times. You know what I'm saying? I know I could be energetic, upbeat at times. I know who I am. But this front office, though, is conservative and they are calculated gamblers. They're gamblers on a budget. They have a plan and they want to work that plan. Now, sometimes they get outside of that. When they make a mistake, they instantly correct it. Like say they take a calculated risk, it don't pay off, they correct it instantly. Their whole thing is stop what you're doing, fix your mistake. That's how they operate. It's the reason why Kimba's not here. It's the reason why Fournier's on the bench, why Rose is on the bench, why Burks is gone, why Noel is gone. They make a mistake, they try to fix it instantly. Then before they go forward, they fix it. They fix the mistake. Anthony D is in the building. What's good, AD? Free Keith. Anthony D just shouted you out. He's like, yo, it's Freezy and Free Keith.
Hey, Beasley, what's the good word, my guy?
Yeah,
I
man.
see you, cousin. Hope all is well.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
But
man.
yeah, like for for whatever reasons, like see, their view of the team is different than our view of the team. We're fans. That joint is a business from their
Right.
end. These
Right.
games mean money.
Right.
Winning means money, more money. So I feel like they feel like they're close. They're gonna add. They're gonna probably continue to add the pieces that they feel like can help them compete now.
Of
Bigger.
course.
I'm not mad at that. But I'm also pretty much sure that they're not gonna move like they're not gonna take deals that they haven't already been or prepared to take.
Right.
And I feel like that's a notable difference than some administrations that we've had
Okay.
that would jump all out the window for scraps.
Right. Yep. Yep. Again, I agree. I think I agree with you. I think I'm with you. Right. I think I'm with you. Right. I think I'm with you on that. With the
And
front office and how they feel.
that's what fans are really mad at.
So
Like they want them to move like they finally want them to move like how those failed administrations kind of move.
but this front office is not acquiescing to the pressure of the fan base.
Not one bit. Or
So
the media.
Paris Douglas, thank you for the generous contribution. Paris Douglas says Donovan already committed. He learned from Melo. Okay. Okay. All right. So ultimately what I'm getting at, I think this front office is going in on this serious playoff push. I think they want to make the second round desperately. I think they desperately want to make the second round. Right?
Yeah, that's more
But
money.
but in order to make the second round, you got to make the first round. You know what I'm saying? So I think I think the OG and Anunoby smoke. I think there's something to it. I don't know how aggressively they're going to pursue. I know generally if the Knicks show interest in the player, you can bet that they are very interested in it if it's ever leaked. Because for the most part, Knicks fans are wondering, what is this front office doing? Why are they not going out and getting a guy, blah, blah, blah. Right? And how I know this is they had interest in Derrick Rose. They went out and got him. They had interest in Cam. They went out and got him. And now there's interest in Grayson Allen and OG Anunoby. They also had interest in Donovan Mitchell, and they tried their very best to get him without going overboard. Keith Turner's in the building. Nick Yak is in the building. What's good, y'all?
What's good, fellas?
Keith Turner says, I just reading Keith Turner comment. Keith Turner says, we ain't making the play-in. I don't know how y'all don't see that. Keith Turner, listen, y'all gotta listen to what I'm saying. Listen to me, bro. Listen to me. When you say how y'all don't see that, you got to listen to my previous comment. I said I'm apathetic. When you say y'all, you talking to me. I clearly said, listen to me. I'm apathetic, bro. And whatever happens this year happens. What I said is I think the front office is looking to do this. That's a separate entity from me. Right? What I see and what the front office sees are two different things. It's all about perspective. Like I don't see it from their perspective, right? I don't see.
So we so trash that we're not making the playoffs. I mean, we're not even making the plan. Is that what keeps turning? Is that what keeps turning saying?
Yeah, he said we ain't making the plan. I don't know how y'all.
Like we're not even making the plan.
Right. That's what he said. We ain't making the plan. I don't know how y'all don't see that. What I'm saying, I'm okay either way. However things go. I've been saying that since September. What I'm saying, what would make sense, and Keith Turner's comment, what would make more sense is we ain't making the play in. I don't know how the front office don't see that. If you had said it that way, I'd have been like,
okay, yeah.
And Keith Turner said, hell yeah, I said it. Keith Turner said, hell yeah, I said it. Yeah.
Not even playing. Wow.
And Anthony D keyboard stuck. I don't know. He said you're selling wolf tickets. What wolf tickets, bro? I don't know.
Anthony D don't think we're making the play in either.
Yeah. But what I would say too is not only do I think the front office believes that this team can be a playoff team, I think it might be a flurry of moves from the Knicks. It might be a flurry of moves.
A flurry? That'd be interesting. I don't.
You don't see him moving Cam?
That's who I see them moving. Really, that's the move. That's who I'm seeing. I see them moving.
Right. I would say
a flurry. Who else? I feel like they can't. they're not getting rid of Evan now.
No.
They're not going to be able to. At least not by himself. Um, hmm,
Nah.
yeah.
Nah, man. When I say a flurry of moves, bro, I don't mean like a blizzard. I'm talking about a flurry. You know how you walk outside, you walk to your car, and you got like an inch of snow.
Flurry. If I hear
Yeah.
flurry of moves, I'm thinking at least three.
Well, yeah. But they don't have to be three hard hitting moves, bro.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have to be three hard hitting moves. It could just be like three or four support moves, right? And then by making moves at the trade deadline also doesn't mean you're making three or four trades, right? I mean, you can make two trades and then show up your roster by bringing in free agents and all of that stuff, kind of like how they did last year.
Isn't
So
OG hurt?
when is OG
Isn't
not hurt? I
OG?
mean, when is he
Is he?
ever not hurt?
That's my only concern with him, and I feel like that's what will keep the value down on him.
Right, right, right. But that's the reason why that might be the reason. Excuse me, the reason why he's available.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that we thinking too high in terms of what what his value is on the trade market.
Hmm. I don't know,
I'm
bro.
not giving. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up IQ, and Cam, and nah, like you. Yeah, yo.
No, we
I
ain't
don't
giving up.
know.
No, we ain't giving up that much now. That much, I think that much would be a bridge too far for us. I don't think Leon Rose is doing that, bro. That's a bridge too far.
I would hope he wouldn't.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a bridge too far. But what I would say is I wouldn't be surprised to see them make a couple of moves to try to catch. See, because the thing is, when you beat Cleveland in a regular season, it makes you think that if you face Cleveland in the playoffs, you can beat them, right?
Mm.
And if Cleveland is the 4th seed, if you can get to the 5th seed and get Cleveland in a first round matchup,
I
then
think
you're
we
gonna
match up well. I think we match up well against Cleveland.
right.
I,
But
I,
but the
I would
thing,
like
but
to see them in the first round.
right, but the thing is though, you got to position yourself in order to play Cleveland, right?
Okay.
Right. You got to position yourself in order to get Cleveland. Man, I like all these. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you the matchups that I like for the Knicks, man. So I'm looking at the standings right now, right? So you're looking at wow, Philly jump Milwaukee. Okay, the
They
two
get
teams.
Philly getting his groove. They getting their groove over there.
Yeah, they won 5 in a row.
They're getting in a good groove over there. They're a problem.
Right. I'm gonna say this, bro.
The,
What
the
what what
Nets is a problem.
what the only teams that I don't want to see in the first round, Milwaukee and Boston. Everybody else, I feel like we got a shot.
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, yeah.
My
Milwaukee
my
and
little
Boston will be
my little snapping
Milwaukee.
dog. You know what I'm saying? He trying to.
Milwaukee and Boston would be tough outs, but that would mean that we were in the play, and I don't think they'll be making.
I don't trust Tom Thibodeau in a one game elimination game, bro.
I don't think that we going to the play. I think that we going I don't think that we even gonna have to deal with that.
I think Boston has the deepest roster in the conference, and they have high end talent, right? I think Milwaukee is probably the second deepest roster in the conference, but their top end talent and Giannis is elite. You know what I'm saying? And they have a great system. Now Philly has talent, but they can be dysfunctional at times. So you could kind of catch them in a weird space. You know what I'm saying? And then when you're talking about the Miamis, the Brooklyns, the Clevelands of the world, I think Cleveland don't want to see us at all. Period. Right.
Playoffs, I don't trust Harden.
Right. But that's my point. Like if say if Harden finishes, if Philly finishes second, and they probably won't. But if we finish 7, I like that 2-7 matchup. I like Philly. I like Brooklyn. I like Cleveland. I like Miami. I like Atlanta. I like Indiana. I like Chicago, and somebody that just jumped into the mix, the Washington Wizards. They just jumped Toronto the other day. They won 3 in a row. The Washington Wizards. I like my chances against all those teams, right?
That
But
means we were in the play-in, though.
huh?
That means we were in the play-in.
Yeah. Right, but what I'm saying what I was going to say is I like my chances against them, but I think the front office needs reinforcements, bro. You got to get some bench depth because players 7 through 12 they ain't giving you nothing, right?
Now they
Matter of fact,
came up. The bench came. The bench showed up last game, though. The bench showed up.
right. But what if Randall didn't have a Herculean effort,
What if? But that's not. That's what he's there for.
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like he did his job. Like that's what he's there for. The rest of the team have to make up the difference, and they did it.
Last night,
They did it.
yeah, they just did it last night, though. Is what I'm saying. Yeah,
One piece, young man. One or two pieces away, man. One or two pieces away.
one or two pieces away. That's what I'm saying. I think the front office recognize that, and they want to, you know, I think that front office sees that, and I think they're going to try to make that move.
Mm, mm.
So what? Hey, so what's on your mind, man? What do you think? What are you thinking?
Well, like I really okay. I did just I know I'm focusing on the game last night, but like it was just very encouraging to me. Not just the win, like I really I really went into the game thinking that like okay, we'll probably lose, but I just want to see what kind of effort, like you know what I'm saying, make sure these
Energy.
guys putting forth. That's what I was looking for. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some highlight plays and Grimes hit some shots.
Okay.
But dude, we dominated them for the majority of the game.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're top 14.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've heard from cats like, oh, like we can't beat one of those teams fully healthy, and we was not even fully healthy.
Right. Right.
Missing a major piece.
Right.
I don't know.
Okay.
Like I feel like I don't know if they could do that, they can do other things. And
Okay. Okay. What?
I'm here for that.
Yo, how about can I offer you my what I think is the long term or the season long prospectus? I want to work my way backwards. I want to work my way back from game 82 back towards
Mm,
where we are right now.
okay.
Right. All right. And I said this. I think I said this on the Queen's joint, man. Shout out to the Queen. Shout out to the Queen's Court and nothing but
Mm,
Knicks and all them
shout out.
guys and all them guys over there. Paris Douglas says, Randall helps Luca or Suns win now. He's going home. Thank you for the generous contribution, bro. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
But
Hey,
what I would
okay.
say though about the season long perspectives working backwards from game 82 to today, I think the last 20 games of the season, I could see the Knicks going 14-6, 15-5, right? And the reason being is because Tom Thibodeau has shown the last 2 seasons that in the last 20 games of each of those seasons, Tom Thibodeau, his first season went 14-6. And last year, with all the injuries, we went 12-8, right? And I know people say, well, teams were tanking. Well, if you thought they were tanking in those years, thinking about what teams are going to be doing this year at the end of the season, with probably the best draft since 1996, right? So I think we'll probably go 15-5, 14-6 down the stretch of the last 20 games. But in these next 13 games, if the Knicks can just somehow scratch out a 500 record over this gauntlet of games, if the Knicks can go 7-6,
It's gonna be ugly.
I know. But the thing about it is, the thing about the schedule is when you see the team on the schedule, you can't predict how they're going to play, right? Because when we saw Brooklyn about a month ago, we were like, dang, Brooklyn red hot, bro. Brooklyn might wash the floor with us. But now they got Kevin Durant out, and he might not be back before Saturday, right? I like our chances against them. You know what I'm saying? Boston took a hurt. It took, do you remember how hot Boston was that Saturday night that we played them? When they were shooting like 1,000%. These dudes were hitting.
Our team is not an easy out, yo.
Right. So what I'm saying is this. In the last 20 games of the season, I think we could probably be the hottest team in the NBA. It's been our track record the last 2 seasons, right? Tibbs figures it out somehow in the last 20 games, right?
So if we can get out of this stretch at 500, we get money.
Right. So that means if we finish based on what I said, so we'll be 10 games over. We'll be 10 games over the last 20 at the end of the season, like 5-5, 14-6, that's 8, somewhere in that range, right? So based on that, if we do 500, right? Say if we do, what's our record right now? So our record right now is 26-23, right? 26-23. So if you add 7 games to the wins, that's 33. So we'll be 33-30, right? So based on what I'm saying, I think the Knicks can probably win like 48 games.
What did I say?
48 games. If they just do traditionally what they had been doing and not have that stupid February. Because
the exact number.
February
is the exact number of my initial win prediction. Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, hey man, hey man. As long as they don't have the February to forget, because Tibbs has forgetful Februarys, bro. Last year I think we won 1 game in February, the whole month. So if we just make it through and get to a certain point, man, I think the Queen might have said that we're gonna win 50 games. Queen, is that what you said? Is Queen still in the chat? BK Steph?
I respect her for that.
Did BK Steph say the Knicks are gonna win 51 games? I don't know if she said that or not. Jason is in the building. Brooklyn be having our number with or without Durant and or Irvin. Yeah. Hey, William is in the building. What's good, boss? Top Notch T is in the building. David L. What's good, man? I see ya. So Queen said maybe 52 games? She said no. You didn't say 52 games? So I'm trolling right now. Right. So I'm trolling right now. Shout out to the Queen, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like all the videos, go support the Queen as she looks to build her empire there. Queen and I had a conversation like when we used to rock on Fridays before the season. And I told her, I was like, yo, there is a pathway for the Knicks to win 50 games. Right? There's a pathway for the Knicks to get to 50. But a lot of things have to go right for us to get to 50 games. For one, the Jalen Brunson orientation period has to be smaller. Like we got to develop chemistry off the rip. in order to get there. And we didn't do it off the rip, but we are a decent team, right? Um. Oh, it's Paris Douglas says I missed a super chat. Oh yeah. I put it on the screen and ain't even say nothing. Yeah, you're right, Paris Douglas. I put it on the screen and ain't even say nothing. And Paris Douglas says, and I'm proud of Randall, by the way. Top 5 Knicks soon. Yep. My bad. I put it up there and I ain't say nothing. So Queen B says, yes, I agree with that. There's a path, but a lot has to break right. So Free Keith, I'm saying right now, there's a pathway to this team to winning 50 games. A lot has to go right.
I think anything is possible.
But
I'm looking at a very encouraging season.
Here's the thing. In order for us to get there, I think Mitchell Robinson has to come back, and he's got to be old Mitch. So we got to hurry up and get Mitch back, or we got to go out and get a Mitch replacement right away and have him buoy us until Mitch gets back.
See, an OG trade right now wouldn't give us any extra because he's injured as well. So like, I don't even know who that would be, but I'm not opposed to that.
Right.
I'm not opposed to that idea.
Right.
I'm not opposed to that.
Now I'm with you. I'm with you on that part too. But let me ask this. Just to go back to the soft tank thing, the Charmin tank thing. What's your stance on how this front office is moving now? And what do you think their long-term, what's the long-term finished product for this front office?
I think they're trying to build towards a chip.
How?
I think these are the players that they're choosing to develop. They're going with long-term development and chemistry building. They're developing a full team, and that's what it's looking like to me. They're keeping guys around. And letting them play together and building them all at the same time. It's like they're growing the team.
Okay. So
how many guys in the league been together as long? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these guys have been letting them grow together. I think that's and it's paying off.
Okay.
Like, we talk about these guys' salaries and such, and each one of them to the man is taking reasonable deals. They like playing with each other. They like the coach that we like cats all hate.
Okay. I don't think they're building a championship contender. I do think they're building a playoff contender, though. And if you're a Knicks fan, just because you didn't get a mongoose for Christmas, and you got a BMX, right?
I got a husky.
You still got a bicycle, right? Right? Yo, you remember mongoose? Remember mongoose the bicycles, bro?
Man, those are the trick bikes. Those are the ones you can do tricks on.
Yeah. So my point to no, Ben.
The pegs on it. You got your cousin ride on the back, like.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you're the Knicks, just because you don't get a mongoose and you get a BMX, bro, you still got a bicycle for Christmas. You feel me? You can't be mad because ultimately, but before this, you was getting like you wanted a mongoose for Christmas, and you go and look, and it's the game of life under the Christmas tree, right? You can't be mad at that, right? You can't be mad. You know what I'm saying? You're like, man, I wanted a mongoose. They bought me a BMX. They still bought you a bike. Santa got you a bike. So the thing with this front office is, while I don't think they're going to bring a championship, I don't think they have enough time, right? Because
You
this is
think if
their
they're gone? You think if they're gone after the? You think if they're gone after the tenure? I mean, after this contract,
yeah,
you don't think it gets extended?
no,
Oh, okay.
no, because Knicks fans, listen, man, Knicks fans are a difficult breed to deal with. Let me say it that way.
Oh, you
Right?
think they'll walk?
No, I think the fans will be so disgusted in the fifth year that
Well, if,
because
if you're in the playoffs the last of those 2 years, they're getting extended. You bugging out.
no, listen, no, hear me out because
Okay.
you said they're building towards a championship, right?
I
Right?
believe so.
Right. Now think about it at the beginning of year five or
Hmm.
at the end of year four, the beginning of year
Hmm.
five, and we don't have a star, right?
True.
So it's like so free keep. I'll say it like this, right? So I have frats, right? You know, my people. Like we'll do stuff, like we'll have events, bro. When we standing out in the yard talking about what we gonna do, you know, it's one thing. Like, you know how you be standing out, you standing by your car smoking a cigarette, your girl waiting on you in the car, everybody chopping it up before it's time to leave or whatever. And we out here just saying, yo, you know what I'm saying? We need to do blah, 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 blah. Like in those initial steps, like when you first get the building and say Kmart or somebody donates like 400 book bags to you and you do that initial community service thing, right? It's beautiful in that first moment, right? But then when we start talking about doing the gala in year five, where dudes got to wear tuxedos and all this stuff, if the wine choice ain't right, people gonna complain. You know this. This is human nature, bro. You know this. You know what I'm talking about, bro. You know in the beginning stages when you picking it out, when you picking it up out of the mud, that's one thing. But after you make a few advancements and people start seeing progress, and then you don't start moving fast enough, people lose patience with you, bro. Knicks fans.
Dude, and this is why I'm glad that they don't really listen to Knicks fans. Like, I'm glad, like the Knicks fans are no longer the fifth member of the damn front office. Like,
Yeah.
it's like it gives them the freedom to work their plan. They
Right.
and that's what they're doing, regardless of what you or I feel. And I'm not mad at it because they're not like A, they're not impulsive, and B, they're cautious and they know they're very focused on who and what it is that they want. So like I'm dude, I'm watching the team be better than any Knicks team I've seen in years. Like
Right.
I can't
They are the
I can't even say that they're failing. I don't
yeah,
even understand how people talk like that.
right. They are the Chad Pennington of front offices, bro. That's just who they are. They are the Kerry Collins of
Oh my,
Knicks front office. Right? Like, for legit, bro. They are the Jeff Garcias of front offices. Like they not gonna make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? But I think ultimately, at the end of these 5 years, they are gonna be walking out of this front office thinking that they picked it up out of the mud, and the next regime, whether it be Bob Myers or you know what I'm saying, Masai Ujiri, that next front office is going to build the Knicks towards a championship contender. Is what I'm thinking. Cover the spread is in the building. What's good, boss?
what
I
up?
think
What
this
up?
front office is a bridge front office, and it's looking more and more like it every day. And that
Okay.
shouldn't be a bad thing because ultimately everybody in here understands you got to date before you get married, bro. You don't just walk up to a
Yeah.
woman to get married. You got to date. You know what I'm
So
saying?
they're a bridge front office. It's cool. What were the front offices before that?
Huh?
What were the front offices before that?
Trash.
So they're a bridge from trash to
Treasure.
championship.
They're a bridge from trash to treasure. Like trash we had before. The guys after them are going to be treasure, and they're the bridge.
Okay.
Right. And I know people are thinking like, no, Uncle Freezy, this ain't the 3 Billy Goats gruff. Now I know.
Yeah.
I
I
understand.
bet money that they will get, that they get extended. I bet money Leon gets extended.
Whose money are you betting? Whose money are you using?
My money.
Okay, so I'm gonna put a tin can out in front of your building, just so you know what I'm saying, just so that you won't go broke, just so that you won't go broke, bro. Right? Yeah, I got to, bro, because this front office every day they are looking, and listen. I know somebody free Keith. I know somebody gonna take our take and be like, "Yo, this front office is a bridge front office." They're gonna take it and do this.
Yeah, I'm now going to hear around all the social medias tomorrow.
Yeah. Cats could be like, "Yo, I said it first." Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I don't get into that. Right? That ain't my thing. But the thing is this front office. I'm not saying that they're the substitute teacher, right? I'm not saying. What I'm saying is this front office is high school, right? So the kids made it out of primary school, right? This front office is high school. After this, some guys are going to come in and take us to the next level by taking us to college. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. What I'm saying is, as things unfold in front of you on a daily basis, you see that
Unless this team goes in the opposite direction than the trajectory they're showing now, not only is Leon getting extended, but so is Tibbs.
Right. Okay. All right. You want to expound on that a little bit?
This team continues on the trajectory that it's showing now, and they make the moves that they make, and the team continues to thrive, and they're getting extended, and Tibbs is getting extended.
No, I understand where you're going with it, but I'm saying, like, why? Why would Dolan extend this thing? Why?
Because Dolan is not a fan. Dolan is running a business. That's why.
How many times?
Y'all bugging out.
Chat. Think about this. Chat. So chat. Think about this. Chat.
If the team is looking good, they stay in put.
Well, see, but looking good is perspective, though.
Second round knockout. We make it to the second round. Yeah, we're in the second. We get to the second round this season, and we do second round or better next season. It's a wrap.
Right.
It's a wrap. Like, they're getting extended. They're getting extended, and so it's Tibbs. It's a wrap. Like, y'all gotta stop this pie. Like, it's pie in the sky, or what you call it, stuff like it's not. They're not automatically just not. You're just not going to just automatically get certain conditions have to happen. The team has to be sucking. The trajectory has to turn around. I'm definitely like so. If those are the things that you're betting on, then say that. But like, if things are going in the direction that's looking like it's going now, the trajectory that it's on now, they're getting extended, bro. They're getting extended, and Tibbs is getting extended. Y'all need to stop it with the nonsense.
But okay. So but here's the thing, boss. So you give them 5 years and they don't win a championship in that 5-year window.
5 years to win a championship from going from the worst team in the NBA for the last 2 decades? Man, come on, man. Like, y'all so entitled. Y'all mad entitled ass. Like, where do you even get off just assuming that we're supposed to get a chip in 5 years after being the very, very worst team for 20 years? We entitled to a team in 5 years? Who put that time limit on it?
Right. So, but here's the thing to that. You gotta let me finish because I didn't get a chance to finish the thought on it. Right. So The thing is, they don't win a championship in 5 years. That's okay, right? Because I agree with you on that, right? I agree with you on the 5 years thing, but hear me out on it. So how close are they to acquiring the assets needed, right? Because the only way I'm extending them is I'm thinking they're so close that by going in a different direction, it's a detriment to the franchise. So you give them 3 more years, right? So you give them three because you don't extend for less than three. You don't do 1 year at a time. Nobody's comfortable with that, right? So you give them 3 years, right? Now you're talking about you gave this front office 8 years to work their magic, right? And Tom Thibodeau just turned 65 years old on
Okay.
January 17th.
How old is Pop?
Wait. When's the last time Pop won a championship?
So what? When was the last time Pop had the talent that he had? When was the last time he had the talent that he had healthy, like he had to win those other championships?
When's the last time San Antonio been good?
Dude, San Antonio is not like no shitty, some shitty team. Like
Yes, they are. Right now, yes.
No, right now, yeah, but that's because of the talent.
Right.
They still probably playing better than they would have under another coach.
Right, but okay, all right.
Don't do that. Like, see, that's that thing. Like, the coaches ain't running up and down the court. Like, it's their mind. They're mentally, like, as long as they're mentally astute,
right,
you good money.
But listen, I'm not discriminating.
You're ageist.
I'm not discriminating based on age. What I'm saying is look at Popovich's results the last few years. Right? The last few years, he has not been the same Popovich, regardless of age. And you
look at
Popovich. I did not.
Only because you're talking about, he's 65. Look at him. He slimmed down. You know what I'm saying? He's looking healthy. Tibbs, that's what I'm saying. Tibbs slimmed down. He look healthy. Come on. He got money. There's no signs to me of him like, he's too old to do the job. Nah. Yeah, they need that older statesman.
Chat, if Tibbs is a curmudgeon right now, can you imagine him as if you think he is inflexible right now? Dudes don't get more flexible as they get older.
Tibbs loves these guys, and I'm just not with it. It just doesn't. As long as things continue to go in the trajectory that is going, and that's the caveat I put on it. If things continue to go in the direction and trajectory that it's going, Tibbs ain't going nowhere. Leon ain't going.
Well, but what I'm saying is this. Well, the point that I'm trying to get to is this. If they get to the point where you feel like you're about to turn the corner at say. Because you're not going to get into the 5th year or let the contract expire and look to extend them. You're not going to get that far, right? You're going to look at extensions towards the end of the 4th year so that you can seamlessly transition into the next contract at the end of the 5th season, right? You don't want front offices knowing that you may make a change at the end of the 5th season because other front offices are not going to deal with you, right? Here's the thing. I'm not comfortable giving a bridge front office 8 years to be a bridge front office. You got your 5 years.
I don't think that they looked at as being a bridge front office. That's what you see them as.
Right.
They got a job to do, and they got a job to do. Like that's all. Like that's an employment. You're looking at it from a fan base. Like you're not hired to be a bridge.
What transitional?
What are you talking about? Generational talent don't just come it don't just come up like that.
It just don't come up in 5 years, Uncle Freezy. It take longer than 5 years.
5 years. Talent. Every team don't have a generational talent. That's why they're generational.
Right. So, but what I'm saying is you giving them 8 years, right? So you're gonna give them 8 years.
Yeah. Okay. Look, we getting the chip. In 8 years, we getting the chip inside of 8 years. Guaranteed.
Sorry, I can't. Sorry.
Trajectory we going,
Listen,
guaranteed.
listen.
Guaranteed.
Bro,
Guaranteed.
I understand you're smooth, bro. You smooth with it. I know you smooth with the game, bro. But you're not putting honey in my ears, bro.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
I saw
Guaranteed.
you. I saw.
Guaranteed. 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 I got the free key stamp of approval.
Right, right. What
Let
else
me
you got?
laugh. Yo, I can't. Yo, I'm glad all this stuff is on wax. It's on the internet, so it can't go away. Because I'm gonna revisit all of this when the parade happens. When I'm at the parade.
Right, right. Yeah, with your bridge front office is not going to get you there, bro.
Okay.
I think there are people in the chat right now that have a better vision. Well, not a better
Wow.
vision. I'm not gonna say a better vision,
Y'all so
but
disrespectful, yo. Wow. Y'all mad disrespectful.
right. I
Yo.
think it's people in the chat that understand the pathway to a championship better than these guys in the front office right now.
Okay.
Right. And so, but
So,
here's the thing.
because of the trades they make on 2K,
No, because of
on
what they see.
2K,
No,
and because they work, that's how everything. So stuff should just work in the NBA. Like, okay,
right, right.
right, right. I
But
got
but
you.
no,
I
no,
got you.
no,
I dig it.
no. It's because
Mhm.
one time
What is it? Because
one time is an event, twice is an occurrence,
hmm
right?
hmm
3 times is a streak. So
okay,
3 times in a row. So we're looking at the same thing 3 times in a row,
okay.
right? Right. The sample size is too big right now for us to say that we don't know what these guys are up to. This is the third season.
They turned a 21 win team. Actually, they turned a 15 win team
17 wins.
into a
17 wins.
17 win team into a 40 plus win team. Like you're like I
They
look.
also turned it. They
I,
also turned it into a 37 win team.
that's all right. That's en route. That's en route because progress ain't linear.
Right.
Yeah, that's still en route.
Right.
It didn't dip down to 17 though,
No.
or the future 21 before that.
Right. Now I get I
21
get I
wins.
get I get that part, bro. But here's my thing. Here's my thing. Here's my thing
Y'all
with
disrespectful and entitled. I don't even understand where the entitlement comes
but
from.
you didn't miss so you must have missed my frat example.
I didn't miss it. It was just
Okay,
trash.
okay. Yeah, when you drinking bottled water giving out book bags, bro, everything is Gucci. Everything Gucci. But then by the time you get to your gala, bro, people like, I don't like Chardonnay. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Y'all get it. Y'all get it, man. Everything is good in the very beginning, man. But as you go along and make progress, you raise expectations.
hmm
You know what I'm
And I
saying?
get it. Now their expectations is raised, and I feel like they can meet the challenge, but they're doing it at their pace and with their shrewdness of intent. And I'm not mad at that. Like yo, like they got us this far. Let me see how far they can get them. I'm not putting a ceiling on it.
Right. I'm putting a ceiling on it.
That's what you're doing. Yeah, I did that. We
Right, right.
understand that. That's what we're discussing.
Because ultimately you have to understand the people that you're dealing with.
Mhm.
It's like how you and GI handle me. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate it. Gotta take it respectfully. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, Uncle Freezy always be ready to rock. Yo, you ready to rock? Hell yeah, I'm ready to rock. I'm glad y'all know this. You know what I'm saying? That's just what you gotta know your personnel. You gotta know your personnel, bro. And this front office has not shown us at any time that they can execute a trade for a star,
Okay.
or B, go in the draft and draft the star, right? And so we are thinking that accumulating assets easily leads to star acquisition, and it does not.
Mm, okay.
Just because Just because you have money and you have dreams and you're dreaming about Ferrari prices doesn't mean you're able to buy a Ferrari. That's just what it is.
To me, 2.5 seasons ain't no time at all. Like
Right.
that's no time at all. If you like not being able to find an opportunity to get a star and not get fleeced, I'm not mad at 2.5 years. Okay, you talking about five, and like we could expect something to get. Okay, I'm nervous or whatever, but like 2.5 years, like okay, so what? Like those star deals don't happen every day. They don't happen all the time. Y'all trying to manufacture something that it doesn't always materialize. The opportunity has to be there.
I understand that. I understand that, bro. I'm not I'm not I'm
You're like,
not
yeah, they tried it, Donovan. You know what I'm saying? Didn't want to pull the trigger for whatever reason. I'm assuming it was fleecing or it was a little bit too rich for their blood, whatever. But I know how intentional they are about their movements as a star coming.
okay.
I'm
Okay.
sure that they're targeting another one or somebody. I'm sure.
I think they're targeting the same one.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. That'd be lovely. I still want them.
Right. Right. Yeah.
He'd be insane in that front unit.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, let me say. So I saw Greeny say something about Randall, and this is absolutely wrong. Greeny said, "Cover the spread says Randall is terrible on defense."
Are you serious?
Come
Did you
on,
watch the
bro.
game last night? Like after that man's performance, wow, man. After that defense, that wasn't just an offensive performance he gave in the game last night.
Right.
Dude,
Right.
Randall is actually that's the thing that's been impressing me more so about his offense over this period of time. It's actually how much better he is on defense.
Right. Right. Randall's
How much
defense.
more active.
Randall's defense over the last. Randall's defensive rating over the last 50 games is 109.8. Come on, man. Come on, Greeny. Greeny, don't do that. Come on, Greeny. His defense over the 109.8, bro.
He
And
said the last 50 games.
for the last 50 games. Yeah, come on.
No, the last 15.
I don't know about the last 15. I don't know about the last 50.
That's what I'm saying over this stretch. It hasn't been just offense. It's defense that he's been giving up too.
Okay. I think Greeny just wanted to change the subject.
Oh, you're a hater.
Nah, he ain't no hater. He ain't no hater, man. Greeny ain't a hater, bro.
Oh, y'all play hating on Randall.
Greeny ain't no hater, bro. I think he was saying that because of how much love. I mean, how much hate RJ Barrett gets.
Dude, you don't have to hate somebody to love somebody else. Like why is that such a Knicks fan thing, man?
Yeah,
Yo, them
that's
cats
always been
all
a Knicks
wear
fan.
they all wear our jersey, man. Like that's so whack to me, man. That's whack with that.
Let me see. I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find his because I want to. Where is it? Um, Dang, I don't have to. Man, I wish I had time to find it because we getting kind of short on time here. Maybe I'll find it and we could talk about it on another show.
What's that?
Hey, the Greeny, I didn't say you hate Randall, bro. I'm talking about Greeny. I didn't say you hate Randall. I
Nah,
didn't say
nah, nah, nah. Nobody want to be accused of hating Randall. Now nobody want to be.
nah. I know. I specifically literated towards his point. Like I specifically worded my response to what was said, right? As opposed to guessing about his intentions. Now that's not what I'm doing, right? What I said is, as I saw a certain thing and I responded to it specifically in the way that he phrased what he said. So, but Randall's not a terrible defender, bro. Let's not do that, bro.
Well, he was. He definitely was. He's giving a lot more effort and energy on defense right now.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, Randall's and if we're talking about if we want to talk about terrible defenders, let's talk about Quentin Grimes.
Mm.
Quentin Grimes' defensive rating for the year is 116.
Yo, let me tell you,
That's
I feel
awful.
like your boy Scotty kind of like. I think Scotty got in his head, yo.
Yeah, I think Drew Holiday got in his head too.
Scotty.
Drew Holiday
When,
hit those.
when
Drew
he hit
Holiday
him,
hit,
when he hit him with the you not him, yo.
right.
And then just hit national TV.
Yeah, yeah. You got to be more mentally tough than that.
That dude he's looking very weak out there, man. Like I don't know.
Right, right. But he's a young player. The thing is, I
Yeah,
want to give Grimes a pass because he a young player. I want to give
facts.
RJ a pass because he a young player. And I know we shouldn't be giving out passes, but what else we got? We don't have stars.
And this is why I'm not mad at the growth, and this is why I'm not capping where they can go. Because like at the end of the day, I'm looking at I'm looking at some of the guys that I'm talking about that's impressing me is like 22 years old. So like I'm who knows where yes keep them together. They look better even at 23 and 24.
Yeah, I want to give him time, bro. I'm not trying to.
Well,
Yeah,
this is the time I am the time that Cats wanted to give to Frank. The umpteen years that Cats was willing to wait for Frank to become Trevor Ariza. I feel like this is that kind of intent and understanding is better served now on this team and this squad and what we got going on now. It's better served. That idea is better served now.
okay, okay, all right. The point that I'm getting at, like, I kind of got sidetracked with the Randall thing. I saw it. I just didn't want to have it be one of those things that was
RJ
like,
RJ is a trash defender.
yeah, yeah,
For all his talk about wanting to be one defender to the teams with the best guys and being a two-way, he's trash.
right.
He gets burnt on the first step all the time.
I
All the
feel
time.
you. I feel you, but I just don't want to
Cats
go
blow
there.
by, cats blow past him all the time, yo. That's it's blatant now at this point.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Great in a team defense scenario after the defense is set, catching
So
nobody. Your man, he's not catching his man off the first step though.
nah, no, no, no. But Paris Duggar, thank you for the generous contribution. Paris Duggar says Grimes shut down Donovan Mitchell 2 games in a row.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell look yo Grimes. I'm gonna say this. Grimes gets up for who he gets up for. Like I think so far his defense has been very like I feel like he defends certain guys, certain heights very well. I think Donovan falls into that height range.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. Yeah, I, I think he had Donovan Mitchell looking, it wasn't really just him though. To tell you the truth, Donovan Mitchell was looking kind of regular. Like he just looked like a regular, like oh, this is the regular good player on the team. Like he didn't look like super special out there yesterday.
Donovan, did you say Donovan Mitchell looked regular?
No, and no, that's a credit. That's a credit to how he was defended.
Okay.
That's a credit to how he was defended. I'm not
Okay.
saying that
'Cause
that was him.
Donovan Mitchell was
I'm
shooting
saying that
48% from the floor. He's scoring 28 a game.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He,
The
I don't
smoking
think
Nick
he
is in the
scored.
building, man.
They
What's good?
scored 28 yesterday.
Huh?
What did he score yesterday? 28.
24?
Yeah, it looked like 24. Not but so below his average, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Right. Right. Yeah, man. Sherwin said something. I don't know. Sherwin's like D's World of Hoops. Queen Stephanie. I don't know what you're talking about, Sherwin.
These World of Hoops. What?
Yeah, and
Look like you're answering the question.
Okay. All right. Yeah, man. So my thing is with the front office, just finishing up just real quick so that we can get out of here real quick. He says it can be. Yeah, sure. Well, I got you. Yeah, it can be misleading sometimes. And then plus two, it depends on who you guard versus who other guys are guarding. It's not the number of attempts, it's the number of attempts versus what players, right? But the thing about it is if you're a good defender guarding a good offensive player, you would think it would come out as a tie. Like if Donovan Mitchell averages 28, right? And you have a good defender, then you expect Donovan Mitchell to get 28, right? Because if you expect your man to stop Donovan Mitchell, that means you have a great defender. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. There's only one bad defender on the team. Okay. Now I got you. Hey, Free Keith, man. Listen, man. I gotta go get some chow, bro.
Me too, man. You gotta get out this cold. You know what I'm saying? Go get some tea, chocolate. Come back outside.
When we gonna talk about some comic books, bro? When we gonna talk some MCU?
My fault. You gonna pull up? I'm gonna have you pull up again.
I'm saying I tried to hold my breath, but for some reason I kept passing out. So what I'm gonna do is not hold my breath and just wait patiently.
I'm gonna drop a line and let it be known that the request is out there. My fault.
Okay. All right. So party people in the place to be. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. You know what I'm saying? This was fun, man. We'll holler at y'all in a little bit, man. Y'all have a good evening. We'll see y'all later. Peace.
Peace out.